But a tiny fraction of it too.
Yeah, a tiny fraction. I managed to stick to the roads mostly, so I avoided too many of the fights.
Yeah.
For crafting, will you be able to customize your Spirit Blade?
No, Spirit Blade is a fixed effect. It's not an item you equip or anything like that. And
it's
crafting
the raw power of the mage.
All right, let's see what we've got out here. So again, I'm using WASD to drive through this area. I can use it to scout some snipers. Definitely want to try and take them out.
So he's patrolling around.
Excellent. You can slow time, move forward, and pause again?
Yeah, absolutely. Pause, unpause, unpause, no problem. That's been kind of a staple. Now, let's see if I've got... Nice. Oh yeah, so this is nice as well. Tooltips give you a sense of what these are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use... I'm going to set this guy as Sarah's effect. Now, long shot can actually have a bonus effect. Let's see if we can pull it off. Sarah, would. Good. So long shot does more damage when a character has been not engaged in combat. If they're uninjured, you can actually do more damage. So it's a perfect opener.
Yep.
A little bit less effective up close. It does more damage based on range too. So it's one where tactical positioning can really make a difference.
So we got. So you did aggro the patroller.
I did.
Yeah.
I got that sniper.
Can you move Cass to like hold a point?
That's what I'm going to do. In fact, we can move her to a point. And then we can hold it.
Okay.
Put Bull up here with her.
Yep.
Have him hold. Sarah will continue. She's still in the cooldown of her long shot.
Yep.
And then the Inquisitor, we're going to focus on the sniper as well. In fact, heck, let's set him on fire. And then unpause again. Now these guys are not going to go down particularly easy. They're level 12. My character's level 12, so it's an even fight.
Yep.
They're also quite tough because I'm playing on hard.
Yes.
Hard adds to the enemy's health. It adds to the way that they behave as well. They're much faster to execute their abilities. They're much quicker to fire off.
Yeah, and you gotta be careful because there's a whole bunch of enemies to the right, so definitely don't aggro them.
Oh, it's like you've scouted this encounter before.
I know, it's like I made the game with everyone here and demoed stuff.
You, sir, are cheating. All right, so that sniper, you'll notice, is actually just on the edge of line of fire for Sarah. Snipers tend to reposition when they're under attack. They tend to move. He's probably going to scatter back here.
Yep.
That's going to block the focus I want. So to prevent that, I'm going to use Bull's Chain on him, and we'll get him pulled in. That should help us keep this fight. Meanwhile, with Cass, I'm going to switch to her, have her go after the basic attack here, split that out. Let's see. Actually, you can see him fade back there. Bull just fixed that. Perfect to keep my ranged characters in line. Bull also has an upgraded chain shot where he pulls and does a kick.
Love the kick.
The guy's on the ground now.
Yeah.
Now, while he's on the ground, switch to Bull. That big down strike that we've all seen here. I can resume time. I'm back out of TAC cam. Well, that's a cataclysm of fire. Oh, he's already dead, so I didn't even need it.
Yeah.
Probably the fireball going off. So again, back to the knockdowns. Take him out.
Yeah.
That guy's going to fight too. Now, where's that guy? There he is.
Do the enemies scale to your level?
Enemies do not scale to your level.
No.
There are certain areas of the story where they have some degree of scaling, but in general, they do not. Here he comes. Okay, so you notice my bolts are deflecting. This guy becomes a very bad call to be fighting from the front, or the range character especially. His shield gives him a massive damage resistance as well. So even this gets... so Cass turned him with a war cry. Bull used his good ground slam, and once his armor was broken, I'm going to set him on fire and turn him off. So this gives us a nice light encounter. Again, only 3 guys, not the most challenging one in the game by any means.
Yeah.
But a good
But
sense.
definitely a lot easier with medium something like.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's another. Yeah, there's those guys that are down there.
Well, before we'll end with Q&A before we go into more combat here.
Sure.
Okay.
So one more question we had was, depending on the difficulty you're playing, will there be bigger or more rare rewards?
The rewards do not scale. Playing on difficulty is essentially a challenge you set out for yourself. There is a achievement for both hard and nightmare. So if you're able to complete the game without having dropped below, but that is notable. You can change your difficulty on the fly. So if you've started the game on nightmare and you're like, you can pull it down to hard. If you've been playing a normal and you're feeling like, this might be too easy because I'm super good at this, then it lets you up your difficulty and so on. The achievements, though, are essentially like a low watermark system, so you want to start a game on hard if you want to go for that achievement. But in terms of gear, we didn't want to give bigger, badder gear because that starts to mitigate the fact that it's
challenge,
hard.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
So a lot of feedback we received, we want a good stiff challenge. And actually, we're still in the midst of balance tuning. A few few changes will
Yep,
probably make it a
absolutely.
little bit harder than even we've seen
Yep.
right now.
And for your mounts, are they killable? How do they work?
Mounts are essentially a buff. They're a creature in the world. You can hop on them, but
Yeah.
they don't participate in combat. They will run.
They will run, yeah. I mean, it's interesting because health doesn't regenerate naturally as you run around the world. Some combat, you may want to make the decision to try and skip some combat, right? So jump on a mount helps you do that because it's a bit of a speed buff and you can get travel faster, jump over obstacles, etc. So it does help with that. If the mounts take enough damage, so if you do aggro and people are like trying to hit you or they're shooting arrows, eventually you'll get knocked off your mount.
Yeah, absolutely.
And for crafting, can you destroy a weapon and get its crafting materials?
No, the materials do not refund. In multiplayer,
Yeah,
they
you
do.
can, yeah.
They do in multiplayer. That's a change. But in multiplayer, you can't run around in the world and go find more. So we wanted to change that up. But in the course of destroying an item or selling an item, the items are not refunded.
Yep.
Okay, we're at the top of the hour, so I guess say your goodbyes and your thank yous.
But I don't want to say goodbye.
Yeah.
We can stream forever, Cam. Is
We
that what you want to
could.
do?
Just me sitting here during the week, just like tapping away and writing stupid emails.
Would it? Yeah.
Ooh, Cameron's
Get the
replying to
inside.
something. All right, so Dragon Age Inquisition, guys, thank you very much for joining us.
Yep.
We are coming out November 18th in North America
Yep.
and the
21st, I think. Yep.
in Europe.
Yep.
So we're coming out on Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4, and as you just saw,
The
we're
PC.
coming out on the PC.
Yep.
Again, I think this wraps up all of our stuff. Again, if you haven't seen it yet, PC specs have been announced. You can go check them out. We
Yes.
read them out earlier, but
Yes.
you may not have seen them.
Yep. Mantle 4K as well.
Mantle and
for
4K
PC.
confirmed.
And to
Crossfire
support that 4K, we are also offering up some prizes, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
so
that's probably one
the
of
the Origin Insider Facebook page and the Dragon Age Twitter account as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us, guys. Have a great Thanksgiving if you happen to be in Canada, and have a great Monday if you don't.
Bye.
Tell me, where is your maker now? Call him. Call down his wrath upon me. You cannot, for he does not exist.
They are under the command of the Venatori, in service to something called the Elder One.
The Templars come to kill you.
If we are to withstand this monster, we must control the battle.
More pain this time. The Elder One still comes. You are a mistake. You should never have existed.
Inquisition! With the Herald! For your lives! For all of us!
It ends here. Bow before your new god and be spared.